Hello and welcome to your channel for creative studies. So today we would be looking on to the paper analysis of BEGG 174 of June 2023 examination, creative writing part 2, that is section B. We have already discussed about the section A in the first portion of the video, जहाँ हम लोग देखे थे कुछ questions जो हमारे book में भी थे, ठीक है. And now today we will be looking on the section B part. Now the section B part is a creative part, and first of all let's talk about the instructions that they had told in the question paper. More or less it would be like the same question paper, only the thing is that some questions might be altered. So the instructions was something like this. If the same set of instructions are prescribed, then you can do like this. तो आपको क्या करना था कि सेक्शन ए और सेक्शन बी से मिनिमम 2 करके एटलीस्ट करना था. 5 क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पर बोथ द सेक्शंस में दिया गया है, एंड एक एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन आई थिंक सो सेक्शन ए में जैसे दिया हुआ है कि अगर आप चाहते थे तो you could answer 3 questions from section A and 2 questions from section B, and 2 questions from section A और 3 questions from section B as you wish. मतलब 2 क्वेश्चन करने के बाद एक कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा आपको एक सेक्शन से करना है, ठीक है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द सेक्शन बी पार्ट. So the question was given below are the opening lines of a short story, okay, and if you see here there is a short story beginning line in this, and complete the story in about 500 words, giving it a suitable title. This is a 20 marks question. So if you attempt this question, you there is a starting, and more or less they would give you maybe like this type of starting of the story, and you have to begin like for with this. So let's see what kind of question it was given here. So it was like I had never seen a ghost. मैंने कभी ghost नहीं देखा था, but like they say there is a first time for everything. ये एक बहुत अच्छा बिगिनिंग है एक स्टोरी के लिए. जैसे बहुत टाइम में हम लोग स्टोरी में पढ़ते थे ना, वंस अपॉन अ टाइम, लॉन्ग बैक इन अ विलेज, या ऐसे करके वंस अपॉन अ टाइम इन अ मूवी. तो यहाँ पर एक स्टार्टर बहुत अच्छा सा दे दिया गया है. आई हैड नेवर सीन अ गोस्ट बट लाइक दिस से देर इज़ अ फर्स्ट टाइम फॉर एवरीथिंग. तो ये पर्टिकुलर चीज़ में आप बोल सकते हो कि देर आर टू पॉसिबिलिटीज़. one thing is that you have to frame it like in it your own words, like how you saw the particular ghost in a particular house, maybe in your own house, or maybe you heard certain unusual activities or horror activities. ठीक है, तो आप ये चीज़ बता सकते हो कि ठीक है चलो मेरे घर में मैंने सडनली एक कुछ ऐसा कुछ आवाज़ सुना या ऐसा कुछ अनयूजुअल हुआ जो चीज़ में मे बी आई हैव सीन अ वेरी बैड ड्रीम, and maybe that made me realize that maybe ghosts are there. So you can frame it like that, or you can frame it like maybe you had gone to a haunted place and there you saw a very unusual sounds or maybe unusual happenings. So that paranormal activities, as you know, so the word is paranormal activities. So paranormal activities was there and you felt very scared. So आप ऐसे करके बोल सकते हो कि if we start this particular thing, if we carry it forward from the sentence here, I had never seen a ghost, but like they say, there is a first time for everything. When I first went on to a particular haunted house, you can also say a haunted house, okay. So मैं just आपको possibilities दिखा रहा हूँ कि creative writing कितना अच्छा हो सकता है अगर आप अपने thinking को और अच्छे से रीड करने के टाइम में या कोई अगर थॉट को इंस्पिरेशन के हिसाब से लिखे तो वो कर सकते हैं. तो यू कैन से दैट वंस अपॉन अ टाइम, जैसे एक स्टोरी होता है तो वैसे ही आई हैड नेवर सीन अ गोस्ट बट लाइक दिस से इज द फर्स्ट टाइम फॉर एवरीथिंग when I first visited my haunted house near my house, and I once we went on with my friends, and there I was very excited to see the place. And then when we entered the house, we saw that there were many unusual things that were there, and you can say that there were like even the doors, when we are trying to open that door, it made noises, and there were like you can say that, you can also say that that was like a haunted house, and many unusual things were there, like there was cobwebs and there were old books that were there, and suddenly the clock ticked out and I felt very we were very scared, हम लोग बहुत scared हो गए थे. तो आप ऐसे करके भी बोल सकते हो. And you can say that suddenly you saw you can just make it realistic. अगर creative writing में आपको पता ही होगा तो you can say that we suddenly saw a, 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 a wind a particular cloth went by us, and we thought that maybe it was a gust of wind, and you can just make it realistic. Okay, so you can start like this, and maybe the same thing would be given like write a particular story, and they would just change this particular title. So you should be ready with it that ऐसे टाइप का कोई चीज़ हो सकता है like once upon a time in a village, या ऐसे करके बोल सकते हैं in a rainy day. So they can give you any beginning of the particular storyline, and you can frame it like you can give it like your thought goes by. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्या है कि राइट अ फीचर इन 500 वर्ड्स ऑन द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ न्यू मीडिया ऑन टुडेज जनरेशन. सो एक फीचर राइटिंग के बारे में यहाँ पर बताया गया है. तो न्यू मीडिया ऑन टोटल टुडेज जनरेशन, दिस इज ऑल्सो 20 मार्क्स. So 500 words is more or less like 4 sides of the page. Okay, so if you have like 4 to 5 sides of pages you have to write. So you can say that if you're writing this particular thing, so write a feature on it. So how would you write a feature writing? So impact of new media on today's generation. So they might again give you a feature writing but just change the topic on it. So let's discuss on this particular topic, that new media on today's generation. Today's generation we have different types of media, like we have digital media. Okay, like you can see the particular news that is there. You can talk about various apps that is possibly there in the internet. Plus we can talk about various news channels that have apps as well, and various other e-web pages as well. So the impact of new media on today's generation. Today we can read the news before the newspaper comes by for the tomorrow. So हम लोग न्यूज़पेपर आने से पहले हम लोग अपने फ़ोन में ही न्यूज़ देख सकते हैं थ्रू गूगल और थ्रू द particular apps that are present. Like there is there is some news apps that are there. Like there are various news apps. CNN news app is there. Then there are various news apps. Then there are good news web pages as well. Okay, so you can see that new media is very much advanced, and there is also there is very catchy lines like the new media is also a digital media. So they can also use the cartoon, and they can also use various gestures. So it has very thought provoking thing that is been present in our generation, in today's generation that we have. So you can add on the points. Okay, यहाँ पर you can say that the impact is very much on not only on us, but it is so much interesting that even the younger generation are taking interest to it. Earlier only the people who were into the thing that they wanted to know about the news or the new media, then only they could have seen. So now the media could be of various types. Now the media means मतलब है कि medium, ठीक है, the impact of new media. So it can also have various other genres as well, like the new media can also be of through the how the thing has been popularized through maybe through music, through advertisements, through various other facts. You can see that today we have various catchy advertisements as well. They have introduced music as well. So you can talk about it through this particular feature writing. So I just gave you an overview that what all you can add, and then you can accordingly frame it. Okay, plus you can add some more points into it, because as you know that this is a creative writing paper and I am just discussing the overview of the analysis of the paper. So let's look on to the next question, that write a romantic poem of 10 to 14 lines and give it a suitable title. This is of 20 marks. So as you can see, there is an option that if you want to attempt a poem analysis thing, that if you want to attempt a poem, romantic poem into this particular thing, then you can. Otherwise you can always do something other questions as well. तो आप अगर चाहते हैं तो रोमांटिक पोएम आप मतलब पोएम के रिलेटेड भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. तो इफ़ यू वांट यू कैन आंसर दिस पर्टिकुलर पोएम टाइप ऑफ थिंग, यू कैन अटेम्प्ट इट. अदरवाइज यू कैन टेक अदर क्वेश्चंस एज वेल. इट इज़ नो हार्ड एंड फास्ट इन इट. तो रोमांटिक पोएम कैसे होगा, देखिए पहले हम लोग अगर आप देखिएगा सेक्शन ए में भी हम लोग डिस्कस किए थे थीम्स ऑफ पोएट्री. there you saw that there are different types of themes of poetry. Just recollecting it, like there is love, marriage, there is various types of themes of poetry. So यहाँ पर theme of poetry में एक फिर से जैसे यहाँ पर we also saw the structure of a poem. तो हम लोग already ये चीज़ के बारे में जानते हैं कि poem के structure के बारे में, themes के बारे में already we had discussed. Okay, so poem कैसे करके form होता है, ठीक है. तो you can write like, oh my dear love. I am just giving you 2 lines because I want you all to understand that how you can frame it. मैं just 2 लाइन से एग्जाम्पल दूंगा. मैं वो बहुत मतलब लंबा पोएम आप लोगों को नहीं दूंगा, क्योंकि ये आपके ऊपर में है कि you want to attempt that particular question or not. So oh my dear love, together we are like swans and dove. So you can see love and dove, there is a rhyme in it. So if you are attempting a poem, that too you have to write around 10 to 14 lines. It is not like you have to attempt like 4 5 pages for it, but for this particular thing you have to be creative enough. You have to attempt it, but you have to rhyme that particular thing if it is possible. Otherwise there are many unrhymed poems as well, but the main thing is like that it should be in verses. It is not like your essay type thing. ठीक है, आपको पता ही है कि वर्ड्स क्या होता है, that you have to write it in your various verses, and through words में ही होगा. जैसे twinkle twinkle little star how I wonder how you are up above the sky, ठीक है, या लाइक अ वंडर इन द स्काई. तो ऐसे करके अगर आप देखोगे ना, तो जैसे आप पोएम में भी देखोगे ना, एक ये होता है, देयर इज अ राइम स्कीम इन इट. सो इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग दैट हाउ पोएट्री इज रिटन. तो इफ यू फील दैट यू कैन अटेम्प्ट अ पोएम on maybe the topic might change, they might change the topic, like this is a romantic poem, they might also give on other topics, like they might also give on war poetry or something like that, not maybe not on exactly on war poetry but any other poem theme. Okay, so if you want to have a better outlook, I will also give you an example. Like there is a very nice love poem by Robert Burns. You can read that, my love is like red red rose. It's a very nice poem, and there are many more love poems as well. You can see how the writers have written it, and that is how the poetry is. It talks about how you can frame your creative outlook. So it's a very nice thing. If you feel like you want to attempt a poem, अगर आप लोग को लगता है कि पोएम के बारे में आपको बताना है, आप लिख सकते हो, तो आप ज़रूर अटेम्प्ट करना, नहीं तो आप डिफरेंट और भी ऑप्शंस है, इसके बारे में भी हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. लेट्स सी ऑन द 9th पार्ट, दैट इज राइट अ travel article aimed at adventurous youngsters which highlights a newly developed tourist spot. Write a travel article aimed at adventurous youngsters which highlights a newly developed tourist spot. देखिए यहाँ पर keywords देख लीजिए. यहाँ पर जैसे यहाँ पर क्या हुआ, travel article, और you can also say travelogue aimed at adventurous youngsters and youngsters के बारे में यहाँ पर बताया गया है, and a newly developed टूरिस्ट स्पॉट. ठीक है, तो एक टूरिस्ट स्पॉट दिया गया है जहाँ पर एक कुछ एडवेंचरस यंगस्टर्स है, वो गए हैं एंड वहाँ पर टूरिस्ट के लिए गए हैं. ठीक है, तो यू कैन टेक अ topic of it, like there might be various other types of creative writing. They might also tell you that you might have visited somewhere and you have to write about it. So you can say that, okay, tourist spot. So tourist spot, how you can see, then you can say tourist spot is like something like archaeological stuff. तो एक टूरिस्ट स्पॉट है, से सपोज एक टूरिस्ट स्पॉट एक पकड़ लीजिए, सपोज एक आपके जगह में ही, शायद अगर दिल्ली में भी होंगे तो आपके वहाँ पर बहुत सारे जगह पे आपके टूरिस्ट स्पॉट होंगे, तो नज़दीकी एक ग्रुप ऑफ यंगस्टर्स है, शायद आपके फ्रेंड्स ही हो सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो एक ट्रैवल आर्टिकल का मतलब क्या होता है, ट्रैवल आर्टिकल मीन्स इट्स अ ट्रैवलॉग, मतलब ट्रैवल आर्टिकल. ठीक है, तो एडवेंचरस यंगस्टर्स को कैसे करके आप लोग लीजिएगा, तो यू कैन से दैट यू हैव एक पर्टिकुलर डेट आप लीजिएगा, एंड यू कैन से दैट वी हैड गैदर्ड अ पर्टिकुलर, द फ्रेंड्स हैव गैदर्ड इन अ पर्टिकुलर मीटिंग एंड वी हैड डिसाइडेड टू विजिट so and so place. Say suppose I am telling that there is a very good place of Hazardwadi, ठीक है, 1000 doors in Murshidabad. Okay, so there is a it's a good Mughal Empire place and it's a good tourist spot, or maybe Taj Mahal. Okay, so it's a tourist spot. So some young adventurous youngsters that are there, they went, and they means your group went and they had met there and they had saw the particular place. So you can say that we learnt about various stuff, then we had discussed about the things that were there, how that particular place was, then we took a tourist guide and then we told him to tell us about or brief us about कि हम लोग को वो बताया जाए कि कैसे करके वो जो जगह है वो उसका क्या significance है. When it was there, we learnt about many things. Say suppose if I am talking about Hazardwadi, I am giving you a name, एक sample name मैं आप लोग को दे रहा हूँ, like 1000 those of the during the time of Mughal times. ठीक है, तो मुग़ल नवाब जो थे उस टाइम में अगर आप देखोगे तो say suppose वो टाइम में how that particular place was there, how the king's throne is there, how that particular place was designed, how the plates and the books was designed, how the clothes was designed, उसके बारे में you can talk, ठीक है. So you can highlight the newly developed tourist spot. एक नया ये भी चीज़ आप बता सकते हो कि एक न्यूली डेवलप्ड टूरिस्ट स्पॉट यहाँ पर है, तो यू कैन से दैट ये जो टूरिस्ट स्पॉट है ये शायद आपके पास में भी हो सकता है. यू कैन ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट a newly developed tourist spot, maybe और एक ऑप्शन आपका ये भी हो सकता है, possibility that you can talk about maybe a new book museum, okay, or a museum that is there, that is recently about the archives of the things, ठीक है. तो एक ऐसा जगह में हो जहाँ पर बहुत सारी चीज़ वहाँ पर दिखाया जा रहा है, मे बी अ चाइनीज़ म्यूजियम और समथिंग लाइक व्हाट वी हैव नॉट सीन बिफोर, या एकदम नया चीज़ खुला हुआ है वो चीज़ को आपको बताना है. सो यू कैन गिव अ ब्रीफ आउटलुक ऑफ इट एंड यू कैन टॉक अबाउट इट, ओके. नेक्स्ट है कि स्ट्रक्चर अ टीवी एडवर्टीजमेंट फॉर एन इलेक्ट्रिक कार that has just come into the Indian market. Okay, now if you can see there are different types of things and this section B is all talking about your creative aspect. मतलब आप कैसे करके एक चीज़ को लिख सकते हैं. Most of the questions in section B according to what I have seen is that mostly it is based on your creative writing, like how you have framed it. It is not about learning something, okay. As you know that the practical aspect of creative writing is to know how you can write it, ठीक है. तो आप ये समझ पा रहे हैं कि सेक्शन बी में कुछ, अगर सेक्शन बी में स्पेसिफिकली वो ना भी हो, अगर वो सेक्शन ए में भी कुछ ना कुछ आपका क्रिएटिव एस्पेक्ट रहेगा, वेयर यू हैव टू टेस्ट योर एबिलिटी टू हाउ यू कैन राइट, ठीक है. तो दिस इज हाउ द क्रिएटिव राइटिंग इज ऑल अबाउट. इट्स अबाउट हाउ यू कैन राइट. तो इसमें आपको एक्सप्रेस करना है. जैसे यहाँ पर अगर आप देखिएगा 10 का भी क्वेश्चन जो है इट इज़ अबाउट क्रिएटिव राइटिंग एंड हाउ यू कैन राइट. तो स्ट्रक्चर अ टीवी एडवर्टीजमेंट फॉर एन इलेक्ट्रिक कार, ओके, सी द कीवर्ड हियर. So TV advertisement for an electric car, they might give you the same TV advertisement for any other thing, maybe maybe a particular TV advertisement for a job, or maybe a TV advertisement for anything, ठीक है, या TV advertisement for a particular maybe new feature, ठीक है, या न्यू कोई चीज़ हो तो उसको टीवी एडवर्टाइजमेंट यहाँ पर दे सकता है, ठीक है. तो पहले तो आप देख लीजिए कि टीवी एडवर्टाइजमेंट में क्या होगा. टीवी एडवर्टाइजमेंट में इट इज़ अनलाइक न्यूज़ एडवर्टाइजमेंट, इट इज़ जस्ट लाइक नॉट मच, इट इज़ जस्ट 15 to 30 seconds ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर टीवी एडवर्टाइजमेंट, ठीक है. तो वो छोटा रहता है. इट इज़ नॉट लाइक 1 minute का टीवी एडवर्टाइजमेंट, इट मे बी 15 to 30 और मे बी 45 seconds ऑफ अ टीवी एडवर्टाइजमेंट. नाउ व्हाट टाइप ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक कार, लाइक इंडिया में एक नया इलेक्ट्रिक कार आया है. लेट्स गिव यू सम examples of it. Say suppose new car that is there, that 2024 में we recently saw a particular car that you have to give in that. So एक Volvo C60, okay, you can talk about Volvo XC60, okay. और 2024 में एक नया कार है जैसे Volvo XC90, okay. या अभी रिसेंटली आप एक एडवर्टीजमेंट के बारे में बोल सकते हो Lexus LC, okay. So any electric car, or you can talk about maybe Tesla as well, but Tesla is on the talks of being in India, it's not entirely in India. So you can talk about any electric car that has been present in India and that you have to advertise about it. So while you are writing about the advertisement, how would you give the advertisement? It is like talking about the feature of the advertisement. You can talk about that one single charge can actually take it like it has very good boost powers. One a single charge of this particular car would actually because it's a electric car, so it does not run through petrol or diesel. ये पेट्रोल और डीजल से नहीं चलता है. तो मेन चीज़ है क्या कि इसमें इलेक्ट्रिक कार में यू हैव टू चार्ज इट. So of course electric car has a different set of build up. So you can talk about one time charge of around 45 minutes of charge will actually result into, say suppose 500 kilometer per hour particular journey of destination. It has elegant look, very well designed thing, particular car. You can talk about, since you are talking about advertisement, then you can say that it has autopilot mode, it has very brief ambience, okay, it has very good in your safety and security purposes. It has also autopilot mode on, it has also auto direction mode on, so you can also talk about the car features of it. It has auto mobility on, and you can talk about there is many of security things as well. It has detection of hazards as well on when we are driving on autopilot mode, so that you can awake the driver when here there is some potential hazard when it is in autopilot mode. Okay, so you can just say that it should be TV advertisement. That's why they have not given any 500 words. Okay, see this should be comparatively like very much crisp. Okay, so it's a 15 to 30 seconds ad, and you have to mention it that how it is special. Elegant look, you have seen na car का जो होता है advertisement में, it has elegant look. ठीक है, then it has very well designed, very well painted, it has various features, like it has very good classy look. Okay, like you have seen Tesla, or you can imagine that particular thing that is there. So you can exactly tell that particular in that particular advertisement that how that car is, because advertisement का main role होता है कि you have to make that other people that are seeing that particular ad in that particular TV or particular place that has been visualized, so that that particular thing can be bought. ठीक है, so that is why advertisement ज़रूरी होता है, and this particular car is new in the market, and you have to talk about it that it is in the Indian market. So you can talk about either Tesla, or you can talk about, say suppose if this type of questions would have come, but of course there would be some change in the questions because there might be something else, write a TV advertisement related to any other thing. So you just need to use the particular information that what type of thing that is being mentioned there. यहाँ पर जैसे कार्ड बताया गया है, तो you can also talk about the particular thing, but TV advertisement are sure to come. ठीक है, so this is how you can attempt this particular thing, and there are various options as well. Either you can go on start writing with a short story with a maybe a different starting line. Maybe you can start with a feature writing also, with maybe there will be again they would give you a title and they would say that write on that particular topic, and then you have to answer it. Or you can talk about a poem, जहाँ पर पोएम के बारे में भी आप लिख सकते हो, बट मेक श्योर दैट यू हैव अ टाइटल एज वेल. एक टाइटल भी दे सकते हो कि जैसे यहाँ पर एक टाइटल जैसे मैंने बताया था, ओ माई डियर लव, टुगेदर वी आर लाइक swans and dove, and you can carry on with that. So you can say that my dearest love. So title अगर हुआ तो my dearest love, ये ऐसे करके आप एक टाइटल देना एंड उसके बाद एक पोएम को कंटिन्यू करना. इफ़ यू वांट यू कैन टेक एक पर्टिकुलर पोएम का अगर आपको लगता है तो आप लव पोएम्स कुछ देखिए, कुछ थीम के पोएम जैसे आपके बुक में भी होंगे, उस चीज़ को एक बार देखिएगा तो आपको पता चलेगा कि हाउ लव पोएम्स आर रिटन. सो इट्स एन ऑप्शनल पोर्शन, सो यू कैन ऑल्सो गो ऑन विद द ट्रैवल आर्टिकल. लाइक एक ट्रैवल आर्टिकल भी आ सकता है, या डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ एन आर्टिकल विल ऑल्सो कम. मे बी दे कैन गिव यू एन राइट एन आर्टिकल ऑन एनी टाइप ऑफ अ थिंग. They might give you a topic on other the thing as well. They might also tell about a different type of an article, maybe a type of a blog as well. जैसे यहाँ पर बोला गया है blog के बारे में, अगर आप जानते ही हैं कि writing blog, so they might say that you might write a blog on a particular so and so topic. So main चीज़ है कि section B is more or less, or some part of the paper would be definitely on creative writing part, because this paper is a creative writing part. Okay, so they can give you a particular topic, and they can tell you to write a blog or a travelogue like travel writing, or write a poem, or write a particular feature writing, or write a particular, if you can see, complete a story, because story is also there as जैसे हम लोग पढ़े थे पहले में. or they can give you a TV advertisement related to so and so things, or write a TV advertisement or just an advertisement on related so and so things. ठीक है, so this was the particular part that I wanted to make you all understand for BEGG 174 creative writing. I hope that I have given you some outlook of the paper, that how you can attempt, and please look into the instructions that is mentioned in the first page of the paper, so that it would be essential and very beneficial for you when you attend the paper. Take time and please look into it, and if you are new to this channel then please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Take care.